I am at your service, Captain.
Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax. We're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. Likewise.
Hello!
Any day you make it, I might have what you need. Later. I must confess, next time.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available.
Can I? Yeah, what is it? I'm glad you're back. Here, I have something for you. You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old... Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up. Hey, glad to haul what it... We maintain a star station in orbit above us. It's where we do... Vladimir runs the station. Brilliant astronomer. Years of practical experience. Maybe another time. I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead. You've got something for me?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. Very astute. That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. team, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, there is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. If that's what you require to sleep, according to my information, he's been hiding around the world. There is a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local...
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
What can I help you with? Sure, I'm right behind you.
Hello.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, and that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something... Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question, but bringing him... That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make it. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? The Den? It's a star station, orbiting Wolf. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily, but because of it, I can think of worse places. Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake, but I don't think you need to be too... This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all... So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think... Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the...
Okay. Hello.
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony... No.
When you're ready to launch.
Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Hell of a view from here. Smart jump. Nice work.
Welcome to the Den. If you have business, feel free to land. The Den responding to hail. You are cleared to dock. Welcome to UC Space.
All right, let's cycle that airlock and get aboard.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder
Looking
if the
to lodge a
UC will
complaint?
ever fully
Then you
restore
want
it
UC
to its
security,
former glory.
not the Vanguard. You're here for me? Did I? Orlaise. Doesn't ring a bell. Seriously? Out here? Surprised they didn't send out a general notice he's in town. Though, I guess there's less a chance he bolts if they keep it hush. But I expect we would have heard something. Wait. The Warlock! There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it. And at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, can't think of a better spot your Orlaise might be hiding. Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming an... Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because... Though... maybe it's... I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story, but if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people... What? Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minimum. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the collective wants another... Sure thing. Here. This should get you point. Go get your man.
Separation complete.
cargo. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis. Constellation Star Station LO-868. Welcome aboard. Aha! The eye is always open to Constellation.
Lack of love.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. That one's all on me. The Eye is the nickname for the star station. Think of it as one big telescope. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive. Wouldn't be tipping your ear if I thought it was a waste of time. Giving you the best of what's available. No more. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man and I'm worried.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there...
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile. Happy hunting. Jaw the words another time then.
All crew accounted for. We're ready to depart.
Docking seal released. good to go for landing.
I've heard asteroid mining is some of the most dangerous work in the settled systems.
This cave reminds me of the first one I ever explored near Pavonis Mons on Mars.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Ah, good. I suppose I should have guessed.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? And yet you are here. Instead of checking. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
What was that?
Ah! Wasting time. Come. Meet your
were due for one. The contents, That's all fine then.
You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. Argos. I have heard of this company. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to... Well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should...
This is certain to make us both very happy indeed.
start stuffing your pockets with ore. Might want to check who owns this mining facility. We lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
Liftoff looks good. All systems. Orbital pattern locked in.
Freighter to unknown vessel. The Star Parcel's fleet's got a load of these aging Deimos monsters. Built like tanks, but well past their warranty. It's gonna take hours to fix this, if we can get the engine back online at all. Years ago, this ship would be a beast. I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its Star Parcel will reward you well if you... The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I get it. Tell you what, I can pay you some credits from the discretionary fund up front. Best I can do. Excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship services technician on New Atlantis. They'll take it from there. Thanks for bailing me out of this nightmare.
Setting down, everything in the green.
I never tire of visiting worlds like this.
Another deserted Helium-3 facility. Must have been abandoned when this rock went dry. Bring it on. Oof. You have anything found? Damn it. Taking time to chat. I received a message from... Not at all. It's just a list of requests, but when you read between the lines... You're not keeping me out here. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8... Thanks for taking time to chat. I received a message. No, it's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. You're not keeping me out here. Before I joined... Yeah, I suppose painful. You see... The top brass, at the end of the day, Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I failed, because I was more concerned about... because of my lack of foresight. All I ended up with was a... That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving? Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my... Oh, it elevates me to these positions of authority. But all I want to do is... Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be... Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are. You have to understand. Once Aja retired... Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just, please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just... But thank you for being...